Hello friends, in this video we will discuss about cryopreservation. So first of all, what do you mean by cryopreservation? As the term suggests, cryo means cold or cold temperature or climate, and preservation stands for to preserve. Here, preserving biological specimen or samples like tissues or different organ or different cell line in cold temperature is called cryopreservation. Temperature is minus 195 degrees centigrade, that is below sub-zero. The principle involved in cryopreservation is to bring the plant cell and tissue cultures to a zero metabolism or non-dividing state by reducing the temperature in the presence of cryoprotectants. Now, cryopreservation broadly means the storage of germplasm at very low temperature. First, over solid carbon dioxide, that is at minus 79 degrees centigrade. Second is at low temperature deep freezers at minus 80 degrees centigrade. Third is in vapor phase nitrogen, that is at minus 150 degrees centigrade. Fourth is in liquid nitrogen, that is at 196 degrees centigrade. Among these, the most commonly used cryopreservation is by employing liquid nitrogen. At the temperature of liquid nitrogen, that is minus 196 degrees centigrade, the cells stay in a complete inactive state and thus can be conserved for long periods. In fact, cryopreservation has been successfully applied for germplasm conservation of a wide range of plant species. Example: rice, wheat, peanut, sugarcane, strawberry and coconut. Several plants can be regenerated from cells, meristems and embryos stored in cryopreservation. Now, mechanism of cryopreservation. The technique of freeze preservation is based on the transfer of water present in the cells from a liquid to a solid state. Due to the presence of salts and organic molecules in the cells, the cell water requires much more lower temperature to freeze, even up to minus 68 degrees centigrade, compared to freezing point of pure water around 0 degrees centigrade. When we stored at low temperature, the metabolic processes and biological degeneration in the cells or tissues almost come to a standstill. Now, precautions or limitations for successful cryopreservation are: good technical and theoretical knowledge of living plant cells and as well as cryopreservation techniques essential. Now, here other precautions for successful cryopreservation are listed below. First is formation of ice crystals inside the cells should be prevented as they cause injury to the organelles and the cell. Second, high intracellular concentration of solutes may also damage cells. Sometimes, certain solutes from the cell may leak out during freezing. Fourth is cryoprotectants also affect the viability of cells. Fifth, the physiological status of the plant material is also important. This is all about today's topic, that is cryopreservation. Thank you.